for her, because it'll only be a matter of time before she's looking for money to get her through college or to get a deposit for her first flat. So, child saving, how do you do it? Anna Bowes is from the financial advisors Chase de Vere. She's only tiny. Is it too early to start saving for her?
It's never too early. The earlier you start, the more you're going to have later on. It's going to be easier for those things that you've mentioned and others.
And how much money should you be thinking about putting aside on a regular basis every month?
Well, really you want to put aside as much as you can afford. The important thing is not to put too much so you have to stop, because it might be very difficult to start up again. So really put in what you can afford, and then you can always increase that amount and add to it later on in her life.
Where do you put this money? Do you put it into a post office savings account or into a bank or a building society?
If you're looking to invest for university or for a flat, you're probably looking at in excess of 15 to 20 years. And therefore you really can take advantage of some slightly higher risk investments, such as unit trusts, for example, which can be put into the child's name effectively, although the parent will have control of that.
And of course the trick is to take advantage of all the tax breaks that you can get by investing for children.
That's right, children have tax allowances. They have the full tax allowances in the same way that adults do. So what you can do, certainly with a unit trust, is you put it into your name as the parent, and then you designate the child, and therefore all future capital gains will fall to the child and use up her own allowances.
Can you open an ISA for her?
You can't open an ISA for her in her name, because she has to be 18 for a stocks and shares ISA, 16 for a cash ISA.
If you look at the size of her, it'll sound ridiculous, but I'll ask you anyway. What about saving for her retirement or for her pension?
Well, from the 6th of April this year, the government brought in the new stakeholder pension rules, which means that actually, for the first time, you can save into a pension for a tiny tot like Abigail. Now, what that means is that while she might not thank you because she won't be able to receive the money until she's 50, so at 18 when she's going to university and probably wants to spend the money on other things, she won't be able to access that money. But by the time, if you can keep on saving into that pension for her for many, many years, and perhaps she'll then take it on, by the time she retires at 50, she probably is going to be a millionaire.
Anna Bowes from Chase de Vere, thank you very much. So let's look at our top tips for investing for children. The earlier you start, the better. That way, even if you stop saving at a later date, you'll still earn a healthy return. Invest as much as you easily can afford, because you can always increase the payments later, and what's more important is having smaller regular payments than one-off big payments for things like birthdays and Christmas. Put the trust in the child's name so you can take advantage of their tax allowance. Well, from babies to the baby currency, the euro. It goes from idea to hard cash for many Europeans at the end of this year. The notes and coins start use on New Year's Day, and you'll have seen that the design of those was launched only last Thursday. But while we still have to wait for the actual physical money, the euro itself has been around since 1999. And the banks tell us that the number of euro accounts being opened in this country has been rising steadily. So should you be thinking about doing some of your banking through the euro? Manisha Tank reports.
By January of next year, bagging souvenirs at many of our favourite European holiday destinations will require a wallet full of euros. So for the frequent flyers among us, does it make sense to have a euro bank account and stop all that queuing at the Bureau de Change? HSBC is one of a handful of high street banks offering such accounts, but is it for you? Here with me to discuss the pros and cons of a euro bank account is Ben Yearsley of Hargreaves Lansdown. Ben, first of all, let's start with the holiday makers. Surely it will benefit them the most.
It's more used to people who travel abroad 2, 3, 4 times a year, maybe spend several months out there, maybe spend the winter out in Europe. They will not have to worry about changing currency all the time, no problems about currency risk, and it would be most suited to that sort of person.
And what about second homeowners, those that have these holiday homes abroad? Will they benefit also?
Yeah, I mean, a second home abroad, you can take away the currency risk, especially if you rent the home out. You can get people to pay you in euros, have a bank account in euros, and you can use that euro account to then pay your bills abroad and not have to worry again about changing money.
Well, interest rates are lower in the euro area than they are in the UK, so does a savings account really make sense?
The maximum rate I've seen at the moment is 4.6%, which for that you need to put 250,000 euros in, which obviously most people don't have. And on lower amounts, the interest rates are even more derisory.
Brian and Marcus, father and son sharing one passionate dream
Marcus and I will be concentrating on the niche crops.
of a simple life in the country.
If you ask me, the internet's a waste of time and money. It's a future day.
Fresh new drama for Sunday evenings. Down to Earth starts tonight at 8 on BBC One.
Sunday morning.